Fox News working to get answers for you tonight. That's following a Citronelle police officer being fired this week accused of beating a man in custody. That inmate, Brian King, speaking to Fox News about what all happened. And now tonight, the officer accused is talking. Our Tyler Fingert is joining me now with more on this story. He's in the newsroom. And Tyler, you spoke with him for quite a while this afternoon.
Yeah, I did, Lenise. I talked with former Citronelle Police Chief Jason Meade on the phone for more than 15 minutes this afternoon. He said I could take these notes, but I couldn't record the conversation. He admits there was a scuffle, but says he followed protocol.
We took immediate action Tuesday in terminating the employee.
The allegations against now former Citronelle police officer Jason Meade are startling. The inmate, Brian King, who didn't want his face shown on camera, told me on Thursday he was beaten and bruised in a holding cell.
I knocked on the door again, and he said stop beating on the door, and from there he came in and he put his hands around my neck. He choked me. From the first time, I pushed him back in self-defense.
Tonight, former officer Jason Meade is responding to the allegations for the first time. In a lengthy phone call with Fox 10 News, he said, quote, he's emotionally distressed after the incident and believes his name is, quote, being dragged through the mud. King believes the beating was because he kept asking for a blanket, but Meade says King was banging on the cell door and jumping around in the cell.
Although they fired him, I deserve some type of apology.
Meade had only been with the Citronelle Police Department for 4 months. Before that, he worked at multiple departments throughout Mobile County, including Mount Vernon, Dauphin Island, Creola, and Pritchard.
It's not going to be tolerated here. We have a different set of standards here, and that's not going to be tolerated. The mayor and I both agree that everybody here be held to the same high standards.
King and Meade both say the incident lasted about 5 minutes, but both men view how it started differently. Meade says King tried to grab him first, which is why Meade says he put his hands around King's neck to try and force him to the ground.
I am a person that I don't react towards the law. I respect the law. So for this to happen to me, somebody needs to know the truth.
Meade claims King was drunk and was in isolation, which is why he wasn't allowed to have a blanket, something King denies. While Meade was working at the Mount Vernon Police Department in 2014, he was accused of getting into an altercation with a woman at a gas station. He was fired for that. This document shows that he appealed that decision to the Mobile County Personnel Board. Meade told me on the phone he was reinstated. We reached out to the Personnel Board for some documents on that hearing to see if that was the case, but we haven't heard back yet. Live in the newsroom tonight, Tyler Fingert, Fox 10 News.